In a deal which has been valued at approximately $500,000, the Writers Group Film Corporation have purchased the company Amiga Games Incorporated, along with the countless classic titles it currently has licensed. The company have plans to push out the titles onto handheld devices. When it will do this, as well as the games it has the rights to, is not known at this stage. The Famicom also celebrated its 30th birthday this month. Happy birthday, Famicom. A comic strip was also launched around the cult platform icon Plok, with the cartoons drawn by one of the game's original creators, Steve Pickford. It's well worth checking out. Oh, and a collectible card game which features characters, locations and power-ups from PC Engine titles was also released in July. A remake of the MS-DOS title Prince of Persia: The Shadow and the Flame for iOS and Android devices. Sengoku and The King of Fighters 99 on the Wii's Virtual Console. IREM's 1987 shooter R-Type for iPhone and iPad. Several games for the Wii U, including NES games Metroid, Kid Icarus and Donkey Kong, as well as SNES titles Pilot Wings, Earthbound and Kirby's Dream Land 3. A HD remake of Titus's 1991 platformer Prehistoric for PC, Mac and iOS devices. Ports of Game Gear titles Vampire Master of Darkness, Sonic Drift 2 and G-Lock Air Battle for the 3DS's eShop. Other re-releases for the system include Spelunker and River City Ransom, and the Game Boy Color's Shantae. An unfinished prototype of Sunsoft's Dino Hockey was also released online this month. Port of the Dreamcast version of Crazy Taxi for Android. Inception, a multi-tap for the Commodore 64, has been released, allowing 8 joysticks to be plugged into the system. You can also now play GBA games on your SNES thanks to this nifty device from Tototech. A guide on how to plug PlayStation controllers into your Mega Drive was also released. Most notable this month was the annual MSX Dev Homebrew Development Competition, which sees fans attempt to code new games for the MSX. Some of the more notable include the Quicks-style Shungane, Bubble Bobble-alike Malaika, Shooter Shmup, and finally the visually impressive Gomi Medieval Defender, the Myst-inspired Elensar on the Atari Jaguar, a downloadable ROM version of NES puzzle platformer Inversion, When Darkness Cry. Waimanu Grinding Blocks Adventure for the Game Boy Advance can be downloaded or put on a flash cartridge. A patch for GameCube title NHL Hits 2003 with the latest player rosters and other updates. A playable demo with the fan-made tribute Mega Man Revolution. That's all for this month then, but please do join me for the next episode, where I'll again be looking at all that's new in the world of the old.
But how do I get back to Tokyo?